Welcome back to 100 Drawers. If this is your first video on the 100 Drawers Ecommerce Manager video series, I strongly advise you to watch the first video in this series from the link in the video description. You may also find a free download link for this Excel file in the video description below. In the last video, I demonstrated the batch number based inventory system. Today, we will be covering orders and sales. In this demonstration, I will be using real-life order from my Shopee as an example. Normally, I will put Excel to one side, Internet browser to the other side, and then click on the new order cell to go to sales and order form. Here, we can copy and paste the order information from the seller center. Similar to the inventory form, you may see the required fields are highlighted. Oh, right. In this demonstration, I am printing onto A4 paper using a LaserJet printer to process a single order. For sellers that are using a thermal printer and must print orders, I might have a dedicated video on that. Before we begin, if you are not familiar with macros or VBA code in Excel, there will be no undo for actions made with macros and VBA code. This might be slightly inconvenient, but you will get used to it. Alright, let us start. Click on the Arrange Shipment in the Seller Center and then print out the available in A5 or A6, like this. Next, change the date in the Excel if the order came in yesterday night. Then click on the platform. The fees are listed out for that platform, which we set back in the System Preferences video. When there are special cases where the platform is exempting or adjusting the fees in this particular order, you may edit the percentage here, even though these cells are filled with formulas. Next, go to Internet browser, double-click on the order ID, Ctrl+C to copy, then double-click on the order ID cell in the Excel, Ctrl+V to paste. Repeat for other information. If the customer is using voucher for a discount, other than input the discount amount over here and here, normally I would recommend to record the voucher code used by the customer in the remark field. You may record extra information as needed here. Next is the products. Copy-paste the SKU from the Seller Center. Be sure not to copy the space behind the SKU number. After entering the product code, the product information are loaded. Excel will automatically select the quantity field for you so you can quickly change the order quantity. Next is the shipping fee. This is where things are getting complicated. If the customer is using free shipping voucher or has platform shipping subsidy on the order, we can turn on here, so that the application will know that the shipping fee of this order is being subsidized by the platform. Otherwise, if we are giving seller shipping promotion to cover for the shipping fee for the customer, we may or may not turn on this cell. This does not affect much, but that will make the order much more descriptive. Most of the time, the Seller Center will only show the actual shipping fee after the courier company scans your parcel. If the buyer is paying for the shipping fee, input the amount into the shipping paid field. Note that the shipping fee field is still in red. We will come back to that in a moment. After everything has been keyed in, this is where we have our first checkpoint. The total sales in the sales and order form will reflect the order income in the Seller Center. If they are tallied, then only we key in the shipping fee. This process is a bit weird because of the mechanism of the actual shipping fee on Shopee. If you have sold this product before, you may get the actual shipping fee from the previous order, or else just use the shipping paid as the shipping fee, which we will have our chance to cross-check later in the workflow. And that completes the first checkpoint. Click on the Submit button to save the order. The data of this order is now saved into the sales and sales item sheets. As you may guess, the sales sheet is the database for every single order, and the sales item sheet is the database for the item purchased for each order. It is not encouraged to modify the data directly in these two sheets, unless you are 100% sure of what you are doing. After saving the order, we need to print out the packing list for the packing staff to pick up the order. Make sure you have selected the printer you want to use in the print dialog. Then click on the Print Packing button to print out the customized packing list. The footer of this packing list is customizable, which I will have a walkthrough in the next video. You might need to experiment with the print orientation of your printer to get the result like this. The packing list can now be handed over to the packing staff to pick up the order. When a customer is ordering bundle SKU, the application will fill the quantity cell with the item quantity we set back in the bundle SKU creation. the price per item will automatically calculated using the bundle price and item quantity. The combination SKU is slightly complicated. When inputting a combination SKU, the application will automatically list out all items in the combination. Neat, right? However, there might be situations whereby the customer ordered several combination SKU and there are some same items among the SKUs. Before saving the order, the item list will be grouped in the way we input the SKU. When we save the order, the item list will be rearranged. It will combine the same items so that when we print out the packing list, it will be much clearer for the packing staff to pick up the items. Currently, this procedure of combining multiple combination SKUs only works when there is stock availability for all related items and the combination SKUs are all the same combination price. I programmed the inventory system in first in, first out or FIFO method, which means the application will get the earliest batch of products when we key in the product code. When SKU stock availability is low or when the customer is ordering more than the stock availability for the earliest batch, the input tips will show a reminder. In this case, we can input another batch of product by keying the same product code. It will prompt if this is another batch of product. Click Yes. The batch number field is left empty. Use the drop-down list to choose another batch number. The input tips is showing a low stock reminder. To define low stock, we need to go to the system preferences. In the inventory settings, you can configure the threshold to trigger the low stock reminder. To edit a previous order, we can find the order in the sales sheet and simply select the order. Click on View on top of this sheet. It will bring you back to the sales and order form and populate all the data automatically. A side note, you may notice there is a slight delay when you're choosing an existing order. This is because the VBA code is running to highlight the row of selected order, and also selecting the sales items and customer in respective sheets, so that we don't have to scroll through the database manually when we are looking for the records. And the same process when we are selecting in sales items, it will highlight the related order and the customer for that particular order. Back to sales and order form. After calling an order, you may edit all the non-formula cells and it will be highlighted in orange color to show that it is not matching the data back in the database. You may click on the update button to update the order after finishing your modification. Alternatively, you may also recall an order using the invoice number cell. To summarize the sales and order operations, copy-paste the information from the Seller Center. Cross-check total sales in Excel and order income in Seller Center before input the shipping fee. Use shipping paid as shipping fee if no previous record available for that particular product. Order details are saved into sales sheets. Ordered items are saved into sales item sheet. Recall previous order by using invoice number cell or view button on top of sales sheet. All order details that are non-formula is editable. If you have questions or any suggestions regarding the use of this application, drop them in the comment section below. In the next video, we will take a look at the packing list module and how to customize the footer. Subscribe to my channel so you won't miss out. Head over to my Ko-fi page for free download or sign up for the membership to get an invitation to join our Facebook community. Thank you so much for watching this series and thank you for your comments, likes and shares. I'll see you in the next video.